Good morning. Uh, this is Liber Cadaveris. Actually, it's ritual 120. There's another Liber 120, which is Liber Samic, but this is a different document. It's of the passing through the Tuat. And it's kind of very Egyptian-y in nature. And it actually is the initiation, the AA initiation ritual to the grade of Zealoter, or the level that corresponds to Yesod on the Tree of Life. And you can see there that the duties of a Zealoter is posture and hatha yoga and breath control, a lot of pranayama there. And the book of the law there, Liber 220. And the forging of the magic sword. The panticle was the neophyte the ritual. And there was a neophyte initiation ritual that went for neophyte, and that was Liber Pyramidos. Now this one is a little less known, and but actually it's from a typescript that can be found in the Warburg's York collection. Now, I'm not going to step on any toes, I don't think. The ritual is available to in different forms. You can find it on the internet and things like that. And of course, I'm not going to read you through the whole thing today, but because of some personal events here that I think it's appropriate that I share with you at least the opening section of Cadaveris, which is very beautiful and includes quite a bit of the Egyptian paraphrasing off the Stele of Revealing. So, after completing the work of a neophyte, or 1 equals 10, the aspirant passes ritual 120, Liber Cadaveris, the ceremony of passing through the Tuat, which constitutes him a Zealoter 2 equals 9. The ceremony requires 4 days of preparation. Quote, when the sun shall next enter the sign 240 degrees to that under which he hath been received, his advancement may be granted unto him. He shall keep himself free from all engagements for 4 whole days from that date. Okay, and Golden Dawn folks will see how it was a particular adaptation of the Golden Dawn neophyte grade ritual, and that Cadaveris was adapted from the Rose Rubiae et Oreo Crucis ritual of the Adeptus Minor. Okay, and Crowley also developed further adaptations of the old Adeptus formula, and other such little tidbits. And you can find that in the sacred text sections. Remember, anything that you are likely to download off the internet, stuff that's sort of publicly out there and it's pretty much impossible to pull the genie back into the bottle. Most anything that you can download is full of sometimes very significant omissions and inaccuracies, but it's enough to give you an idea. So I'm just going to every ritual has an opening, especially initiation rituals, have an opening ceremony that opens up the membrane, if you will, of the level of reality, the level of consciousness that that particular degree uh, embodies. And then there's the ritual itself, which is, a dramatic thing with that the candidate is the main star, and the other officers, in a sense, play their roles in a play that they're rehearsed for, but the candidate is the star of the story, and is the only one that everything is a surprise to. So, but here's the opening, and perhaps tomorrow or the next day I'll explain why this is kind of important to us. The opening, okay, and it's because it's an AA thing. Members assembled, clothed, throned. Enter the Hierophant. All rise and salute him. The ceremony of recognition followeth. But all, or one, shall show on entering the temple the mark of the beast, lest the guardian of the temple be hasty with them. Now you're going to have to fill in a lot with your imagination of what certain things may be. All words and numbers affirmed, crieth the Hierophant or the Magus, Abrahadabra. Hail unto thee, Haru Raha, Rahur, Abrahadabra, Lord of the day. The dark of the sun is sunk in the waters of Amnemtet. Amentet. Amentet. Amentet, the other world, the underworld, the world of the dead. I threw that in. Let me go back and quote it. The dark of the sun is sunk in the waters of Amentet. Let there be a gathering of the lords of silence. He rises, gives the three signs of taking the weapon of which he means to work throughout, or if he be assisted by a child, the appropriate weapon be advanced to the center, and crieth, I am armed, I am armed, I am strong, I am strong. He goes to the west, where dwell the Undines. With my wand I drive back the dwellers of the water. He goes to the south, where are salamanders. Let the dwellers of fire cower before the fire of my sword. And then he goes to the east. Let the winds draw back at the waving of the spear. In the north, among the gnomes, I have imprisoned the inhabitants of earth. Let them keep silence before me. Returns to the center. I am armed. I am strong. Let them bow before the splendor of Rahur Kuit. He next performeth the 4 adorations as taught unto the outer world. I am the Lord of Thebes, and I, the inspired fourth speaker of Mentu, for me unveils the veiled sky, the self-slain Ankh-Of Nakansu, whose words are truth. I invoke, I greet thy presence, O Rahur Kuit. Unity uttermost showed, I adore the might of thy breath. supreme and terrible God, who makest the gods and death to tremble before thee. I adore thee. Appear on the throne of Ra. Open the ways of the Ku, lighten the ways of the Ka. The ways of the Kabs runs through to stir me or still me. Aum, let it kill me. The light is mine, its rays consume me. I have made a secret door into the house of Ra, and tomb of Khepra and Ahithor. I am thy Theban, O Mentu, the prophet, Ankh Nakansu. By best Namaut my breast I beat, by wise Tanik I weave my spell. Show thy star splendor, O Nuit. Bid me within thine house to dwell. O winged snake of light Hadit, abide with me, Rahor Kuit. Followeth the mystical dance as taught in secret. Or let the magus trace 11 circles around the room, traveling against the course of the sun. For that is, in effect, that he is still and the earth revolving. Let the hymn be sung or the mantra recited, but ere he end, let him sing. Above the gemmed azure is the naked splendor of Nuit. She bends in ecstasy to kiss the secret ardors of Hadit. The winged globe, the starry blue, are mine, O Ankh Nakansu. Then he cometh to the east of the throne of Ra, and crieth, Unity uttermost showed, I adore the might of thy breath, supreme and terrible God, who makest the gods and death to tremble before thee. I adore thee. Prostrating himself to the west, he then resumes his throne, assuming the might of the God, and saith, The light is mine, its rays consume me. I have made a secret door into the house of Ra and tomb of Khepra and Ahithor. I am thy Theban, O Mentu, the prophet, Ankh Nakansu. And there is silence. Abrahadabra. He knocketh. That is the opening of ritual 120. Liber Cadaveris. And that's where I'm going to end it today, because someone has just arrived. Until tomorrow, continue to be good to yourself, be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love and will.